Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Wicked Bitter channel. I am Travis. I thank you for checking out this video. Hey, real quick, if you are a wrestling fan and wrestling content is your favorite type of content on YouTube, then why don't you go ahead and hit subscribe on this channel? This is the place to be. We got a great community, a lot of people writing in emails, comments, likes. I respond to as many as I can. I'm pretty good at it, I'm not going to lie. I respond to pretty much everybody if I can. I make it a point to go through comments and emails and to respond to people. And like today's video, I am making a video answering some emails, so let's get into it. First of all, I want to thank everybody for taking the time to like the videos, to comment on the videos, to send me the emails. I mean, I really do appreciate it. I really do. I cannot stress that enough. It makes me very happy to see that people are wanting to talk wrestling with me, because to me, it's my passion. I love talking about pro wrestling. I've watched it since I was a kid, and it makes it even more fun when you have people to talk wrestling with, because for years growing up, it's like liking wrestling was kind of just like a thing that nobody would ever admit, and if you did, you were lame or not cool or whatever. And then eventually you get older, and then you kind of just don't care like anybody says or thinks, and you just throw it out there. So now I am proudly out there saying I'm a pro wrestling fan, and the fact that we have connections with people here on YouTube that also love pro wrestling, I mean, that makes it the best. Where people want to talk to me about pro wrestling, that's the most fun I could ever have. We did get some emails here, not too many, but that's fine. We're going to answer the ones we have here, and let's just see how many we can go through. First email I got here is from Kev. Sorry, Kev, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. It's Ngoun. Goon? I'm not sure if the N is silent or not. My bad if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. But Kev says, "What's up, Travis? This is Retro Kid 562. I recognize that name, actually. So I have seen you in the comments. Pretty cool. What's up, Kevin? I have been watching and commenting on your channel for quite a while now. I think you deserve more followers. Kevin, my man, you seem like a very intelligent person." I appreciate that, dude. I really do. I really do. I agree with you. I think this channel deserves more followers. This is a fantastic wrestling channel, in my opinion, because of the people who comment and send emails. Because if it wasn't for anybody doing that, then this would just be me talking to nobody, or just putting videos out there for nothing, for no reason, just for no one to watch and for no one to comment. So we are the community here. We have built this community. It's not me. I'm not the one who did it. We all did it here. So I appreciate that, Kevin. Anyways, so far, I'm not saying anyways. That's what this says. Anyways, so far as WWE champion, he doesn't have much to go on or work with, since he is still a new champion. I agree with that. He doesn't have an opponent quite yet to assess on how he is doing so far. Very good point. He's only working with the material about The Rock, since these two will eventually go head-to-head in the distant future, I should say. I hope he does face AJ Styles first as his first opponent post-WrestleMania. I feel they will put on a great rivalry and tell a great story about their pasts and how their career has intersected and never had a meeting one-on-one. Man, this is like kind of what I was saying in the other video. First of all, thank you for this email, Kevin. I agree completely. The fact, the thing about AJ, him versus AJ, we're talking about Cody here. It says that in the title, Cody Rhodes is WWE champion. I should have said that in the email. But yes, Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles, I think would be a great matchup here. I mean, for various reasons. AJ Styles is in the point of his career where he can take losses, he can lose, but the person beating him can still look very credible while doing it. It's the same thing with LA Knight. That's why I thought LA Knight should win at WrestleMania. It would have been a defining moment for LA Knight, and I still believe that. Now we have to just see where they go with LA Knight and what they do with him. But yeah, completely agree. Cody Rhodes, I can't think of a better first opponent than AJ Styles over on SmackDown, because the history they both have, and I'm not sure how much they're going to touch on different companies like Japan. I don't know if they will. TNA, they both are there. I don't know if they will, but there is a history there. There's something to talk about and a feud that can be made with that rivalry. My only issue is, if they're going to be doing it at the pay-per-view, which I believe they will be, they only have a couple of weeks to get this done as far as building up this feud. So It's going to take some promos. I'm not sure how intense this will get unless they're looking to stretch this rivalry into like 2 or 3 months. You can have Cody winning, and then you can have the next following month of a better build to back up on this one where AJ can face Cody. I don't see AJ beating Cody even in like a disqualification form. I feel like Cody is you got to make him looking as strong as possible right now because he just defeated Roman Reigns, and Roman had that title for over 1,300 days. So this has to be a good run for Cody. They have to book it right. You can't have him looking weak or like an underdog. He's got to look dominant, in my opinion. And I mean, not to the point where he's just demolishing people, but he's got to have great matches and have a really good title reign as far as defending it often and winning those matches. And to your point about him just being champion for a couple of weeks, hey, I am 100% on board with this. This is what I feared. I didn't want people to get impatient. I didn't want people to get upset or angry that he didn't immediately have a very like bloodthirsty feud, because that was built over 2 years with Roman Reigns, and it was the chase. Cody Rhodes chasing that championship. So now that he has it, you can't expect it to be the same way as it was when he was chasing Roman. And you also can't expect Cody to be the same type of champion that Roman Reigns was. I think that's what a lot of people are getting impatient and upset about. Cody Rhodes' WWE Championship reign is going to be very different from Roman Reigns' reign. And we all got to just watch it play out, have some patience, and just understand and accept that it's not going to be the same as Roman Reigns' reign. I appreciate that email, Kevin. That was a really great email. We got another one here from Joel Becker. The title of the email says, "No title for Drew. Cody sucks," with a question mark. Tag teams need change. Okay, let's see what we got here. Firstly, just wanted to thank you for all the content and the amazing community you're creating. Honestly, I love your channel. The back and forth talks are really great. Joel, you're the man. I appreciate this. I very much do. I really do. This means a lot to me to read this. And like I was saying, this community it's not me creating it. Everybody that's here is subscribed to this channel. We've all created this. Everybody who comments on these videos, who comments on the posts, who likes, who subscribes, everybody here has created this community. This is all of ours right here. And speaking of that, everybody who has friends that are wrestling friends or fans, I ask that you please just let them know about this channel. Get it out there. Share this channel. Post it wherever you want to post it. Mention it to whoever you want to mention to. I feel like we can grow this community even bigger and better. I mean, that's the goal anyway. I know I was a little ambitious when I reached 1,000 subscribers and I got too overzealous. I was like, oh, let's get to 2,000 before the year. But of course, that's very hard to do and that's hard to expect. So I want to set it at like, if we can get to 1,500 subscribers by the end of the year, this would be phenomenal. I would be over the moon excited about this. So yes, please get it out there. Let everybody know. And yes, I appreciate it, Joel. Let's get into your email. Let's see what you got here. Thank you again from your friend from Singapore. Wow, I didn't even read that far yet. Singapore. Oh, dude, I can't tell you how excited I am to be reaching people out there. Like, I'm in North Carolina, so this is very cool for me. Okay, let's see. He says, let's get into it now. Is WWE ever going to put the title on Drew, or is he going to be a gatekeeper? Okay, this is a lengthy email. I don't think he's going to be a gatekeeper. I do think Drew is going to win the title. See, I think the thing is now, I don't know if he's re-signed yet with WWE. There's rumors going around that he hasn't. There's rumors that he has. So I'm still waiting to see what goes on there. For me, if he re-signs in WWE, for sure, he's going to be a champion. Whether it's WWE or World Heavyweight, he's going to win that top championship because I feel like there are some money feuds to have with Drew, especially with the way he's been showing and proven himself the past, since a little bit before Royal Rumble. It's been months now. This dude can go on the mic. He's very witty. He's good on social media. He's creative. He's obviously great in the ring. If I'm WWE, I'm making it a point to keep Drew McIntyre at all costs and also give him a title reign where he can have feuds with he could have feuds with Cody. He could have feuds with Seth, Jey Uso, CM Punk. There's a list there. Drew definitely should stay, and I think he will be a champion. Let's see, Uncle Howdy. When Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six eventually come back, who can we expect them to go after first? Ooh, this might take me a little bit to think about here, but off the top of my head, like if they're going to go with the Wyatt Six being a heel faction, which I don't know, because this is supposed to be like in honor of Bray. supposed to be the continuation of Bray, living out his legacy. I don't feel like they'll come back as a heel, but a faction like that is hard to look at as not heels. So if they're heels, my most immediate first thing I think of is maybe LA Knight, because he was the last one to face Bray. Maybe they can go after that, because LA Knight now looks like he might not have much to do because AJ's moved on to Cody. So, or I'm guessing AJ's going to move on to Cody. It's AJ versus LA Knight at SmackDown. During SmackDown, I think AJ wins. But if AJ wins and leaves LA Knight with nothing, I feel like if they're going to bring them in, maybe LA Knight's the first guy they go after. That's just off the top of my head. I'd have to think about it more. That's interesting. Cody Sucker, it's only been a week and people say they want change. What are your thoughts on the hate Cody's getting online? Yeah, this is kind of what I mentioned already. You just got to be patient. Wrestling fans just need to be a little more patient. It's going to work itself out. It's going to play itself out. But you also have to take your expectations away from looking at Cody's reign, meaning the feuds, the writing of it. It's not going to be the same as Roman Reigns. That was a very special case. And this is what I was saying before. This is kind of the reasons why I was kind of leaning towards Roman winning, because that support for Cody during the chase was unmatched. That's unbelievable. And him and the Bloodline always have a very interesting, compelling story to dig into, to dive into, to sink your teeth into, that when they lost, it's kind of like, all right, now what? You say now what for the Bloodline, now what for Cody, and it just isn't. It doesn't feel like that anymore. You don't get that feeling anymore like you did. So that whole reign for Roman Reigns was truly special. I know people were clamoring for it to end, but we all have to look back and really appreciate and acknowledge the Tribal Chief for that incredible title reign he had in multiple ways. Okay, last part of this email says tag teams. With the tag titles now separated, and we actually have something to followed, or maybe to follow, I wanted to get your thoughts on the following tag teams. DIY, should they really keep running with the DX thing? Nah, I don't think so. It was cool at first. It was funny at first. I think they're eventually going to get away from this. I hope they do, at least. I don't want to ride this into the ground. I mean, the first couple weeks was funny, but now it's kind of like, all right, we got the T-shirts, which are cool. The gear even looks like DX with the spray paint and stuff. No, I feel like DIY should not concern themselves chasing other teams' identities. They need to have their own. And honestly, the past few weeks, they've actually been getting over a lot more with the crowd. It sounds like, at least from me watching at home, it sounds like the crowd is being a little more receptive and supportive of DIY. I've loved Ciampa and Gargano as singles competitors, love them on NXT, and I love them as a tag team. If they have a chance to shine, they're going to shine. And I think they're getting that chance now, and I hope they kind of get away from the DX thing. It was cool, but let's move on from it. New Catch Republic. These guys have been booked. These guys haven't been booked. Wait, these guys have been booked. So while and they really good in ring, but I feel like they don't have a connection with the fans. Okay, I kind of understand what you're saying here. It's going to take a little bit, I think, for New Catch Republic to catch on. People obviously are more familiar with Butch, Pete Dunne, because he's been around on the main roster for a little bit. If you watch NXT, you know who Tyler Bate is. If you haven't watched NXT, it's a new guy for you, and you're kind of getting used to it. Trust me, these two together, phenomenal as a team. Just give them time. I think they'll get over with the crowd. And I'm glad the tag team titles are split up, because now it gives teams like New Catch Republic a chance to pursue it, have an interesting story, win it, and get the crowd behind them. So, I like them 100%. LWO, I'll be honest. I don't know their names. One of them is Cruz del Toro, I think. They just feel like background characters in LWO. Yeah, they kind of are. I think the original plan was for LWO to be bigger, especially with Santos there. But when they made the switch and they brought in Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo and they put them with Santos, I kind of had the idea that maybe WWE doesn't see Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde as the guys to be in the spotlight. So I'm not going to lie, though. Santos with Garza and Carrillo looks amazing. I think that should have been from the start. That looks fantastic. LWO, I don't know. They're good. They're great in the ring, but I don't think I ever see them really amounting to anything amazing. Maybe a tag team title reign, one or two here and there, but I wouldn't put much stock into them. Not to disrespect them or anything. Like, they're great, but as far as star power, I don't think I don't think so far it doesn't seem like they really have that to go to the next level. AOP, these guys are monsters. They're so big, like, have a team of Brock Lesnar's, but what's going on with them? Little to no TV time. Hey, I'm with you on that. I've loved AOP. When they were in NXT originally, I followed them. I loved them as a team. They were powerhouses. Even when they came up and they were with Seth Rollins for a little bit, it was kind of cool. That didn't really go anywhere either. I just feel like WWE doesn't know what to do with these guys. I mean, they're huge, but other than being huge, what do we got? And they're good in the ring for their sizes. I mean, they're great in the ring. So what's the hang up here? I'm not sure. I hope something happens for them. I think they're going to be messing around in NXT now, maybe win this NXT tag team titles or something. But yeah, I hope good things for AOP because they definitely deserve something good. All right, last email here. I'm sorry if I pronounced this name wrong. Tashdid Khan. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. Yo, Travis, WWE literally hot as fuck right now. I have a few questions. You've been talking a lot about Judgment Day breaking up. How do you think that will play out? It looks more likely the group will break up with Rhea being injured. And what are your thoughts on a potential Liv Morgan title reign for the time being? And when it comes to the Undisputed Championship, I honestly think The Rock will defeat Cody to end his reign whenever that may be. Love to know what you think. Keep up the great work. Hey, I appreciate this. Tash did. I hope I pronounced your name right. I appreciate this email. I agree. Their title reign has been, or not title reign, WWE has been on fire. It's just, you can't dispute it. Let's see here. The Judgment Day, yeah. I've been thinking they're going to break up for a while. It seems like Damian Priest is going to go face, because even during that attack on Raw, from the rest of the Judgment Day, he kind of looked apprehensive. He didn't really want it to happen. So I think Priest goes face. I think Balor stays heel. And the way this draft works, I think Damian Priest will stay on Raw. I think Finn might stay on Raw. But I think Dom will go to SmackDown. And I also think maybe JD will go to SmackDown. I mean, obviously, it's a guess. I could be completely wrong. But they're breaking up soon, and I think with Rhea getting hurt, it maybe sped up the process a little bit. I don't know how long Rhea's going to be gone for. I've heard different types of numbers. Speedy recovery, by the way. I hope she gets back very, very soon. But yeah, I wouldn't be upset with a Liv Morgan reign because there's going to be a new champion next week crowned, right? I think it would be smart to go with Liv. I mean, what are the real options realistically for Raw Women's Champion or World Women's Champion over on Raw, other than maybe Liv and Nia Jax? I mean, everybody else hasn't really been that significant. You can have a comedy thing with Chelsea, but I don't think you really want to do that right now, especially the way Rhea lost. And the way it made Liv look. I mean, Liv should really dive into the heel thing here. I think she should be champion. I think she should be this very, crazy type of character, heel character, and have a good run with that so that when Rhea comes back, we have that story now. And maybe we can get Rhea versus Liv for, I don't know when she's coming back, maybe SummerSlam, or I don't think it's going to be much. I don't think it's going to be close to next WrestleMania. Hopefully it'll be before that. But yeah, I'd give Liv a nice little title reign here and see what happens. Maybe Rhea will come back around a good time where Liv's at her peak and they can battle, and it'd be a great program to get into. As far as The Rock goes, I don't know. I don't see The Rock beating Cody Rhodes, to be honest with you. I think it'd be in best interest to have Cody beat The Rock. Cody beating Roman Reigns, but then not beating The Rock. I don't know if it just looks good that way. Unless something happens where there's interference or it costs Cody. But then again, you have to think about it. If we're asking for The Rock to win this championship from Cody, we are then accepting the fact that The Rock's not going to be here every week. And then here we go again, a champion that's not there every single week. And I don't think a lot of people want that. So, no, I don't see The Rock winning. I see it being a good feud, a great feud. And who knows, maybe even Cody won't have the title by then, but it still should be a feud. Yeah, I think this is going to be a very interesting year for WWE because I feel like this is an actual full-length year of Triple H being in charge, and I'm very excited to see what happens from there. Guys, I appreciate the emails so much. That's going to be all the ones I do for now. Look, please don't stop sending these in. I love these emails. I love being able to read them on here and talk to you guys with it or about it. Very excited to see what else goes on in WWE, and I'm looking forward to everything you guys want to email me and talk to me about. Look, I love the interaction. I love talking to you guys. I genuinely mean that. I love getting back to you in the comments, the posts, the emails. I love that stuff, and that's exactly what this channel is going to be. So if you know somebody who's a wrestling fan, please point them in the direction of this channel. If you're somebody who hasn't subscribed yet, I ask that you please consider doing so, because this is a great place to be for wrestling content. It's not going to be like every other wrestling channel you've seen. I have plans for things here. It's just a matter of getting them all in order and lined up. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to leave you with this because this is going to be a new thing I do here, because I thought it was hilarious. Until we yeet again, stay bitter.